All Business Media presents the Professionals Roundtable. Hear what's hot in the professional world. Timely topics to propel your career to the next level. Professionals Roundtable, exclusively on All Business Media.
Hello, and welcome back to the Professionals Roundtable here on All Business Media FM, where we're all business all the time. My name is Corey Andrew, and today joining me from Jacksonville, Florida, is the owner of Palo Santo. You can check him out online at www.palosanto.com. But now, without further ado, joining me on the Professionals Roundtable, Palo Santo.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Corey. Thanks for having me on.
Hey, Paulo. It's a pleasure to have you here on the show, man. Thanks for joining us.
It's a pleasure.
Wonderful, man. So, to get things started, why don't you tell us about what you do and a little bit about yourself?
Okay. Well, I'm a spiritual healer, psychic, and a hypnotist. What I end up doing is pretty much trying to connect with people in a profound sense of understanding to help overcome blockages that could be in their life, allowing them to be able to shift their energies into a new spiritual path of awakening and healing.
All right, I like it. And so you have a nice little mixture of modalities over there to get it done.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, so tell me a little bit more. How did all this get started?
Well, I've been around doing this for about 15 years. My family has been involved in it, and kind of to a degree of wondering if I was going to go into the family business or not. Understanding that there is other forms of modalities than just being prescribed a whole bunch of medicine, because we understand that the mind is more powerful than what most people will understand. And by doing this, if we're able to tap into that subconscious level of things, being able to unlock our true potential within ourselves, then we can really change not just ourselves, but the reality we exist in.
All right, man. I like it. So tell me a little bit more. Tell me about the modalities that you use.
Okay. Now, some people like traditional psychic methods where we'll be using oracle systems, but being a claircognitive and actually trying to operate on a angelic level, I have a tendency of working with archangels. For those who do believe in archangels and angels, the energies. We understand that energy can't be created nor destroyed. It's a constant flow. So the spiritual healing actually works easily and effortlessly to really try to tap into the core issues at hand, to be able to touch directly upon them, bring them to the surface, and then be able to give resolution, solution, or heal them. So that way the individuals can move forward in their life in balance and harmony, mainly to feel peaceful and whole and to understand that they have a full control on their universe, their reality that they exist in.
Oh, man, this is some really cool stuff. So how you said this has been in your family for a little bit, but how did you get into this line of work and opening your own practice?
I've been a practitioner of the metaphysics. I am recognized by the NSACC, which is the National Spiritualist Assembly of Collected Churches up in Lilydale, upstate New York, which is a spiritualist and metaphysical camp. Did a 10-year at the Morris Pratt Institute of Spiritualism, as well as a 10-year at the Omni Center of Hypnosis for hypnotherapy. Because ultimately, I've always, ever since I was a kid, trying to counsel, and I really don't want to use that term counsel, but into a degree of helping people with their issues. If they had problems, they would come to me and talk to them about it and trying to give the best advice. And as I started getting older, I started to realize that there was areas of business that I could get into, psychiatry, counseling, therapy. I did some time in certain drug addiction facilities to help individuals get off of addictions and for recovery. But then I noticed that most of them just would constantly pump the patient or client with more drugs, and they weren't able to get off of it. An old teacher, a friend of mine up in New York, said, hypnosis has the ability to do a subconscious analysis and reprogramming to give the individual back control of themselves, back control of their lives, so that way now they can actually get off the drugs, or they can lose the weight, or quit the smoking, or improve their memory. And so from that, I started to study under a gentleman by the name of Gerald Klein, Orman McGill, which was a Grand Master of Hypnosis from the 20s and 30s, great education, and Dave Ellman. and their techniques were wonderful, and started to realize that you can help individuals at a different level without substituting one addiction or one attachment of pain to another, if that makes any sense.
No, that makes perfect sense. I mean, I have a few friends that have been through the rehabilitation system, and they do seem to just, it's not really trying to conquer addiction, it's finding a healthy replacement, so to speak.
Exactly, because as humans, we naturally have addiction. We have attachments to things, which would be an addiction. I mean, either that can be overindulging in water, coffee, caffeine, or even to the degree of somebody that has to be completely gluten free. So there's all these different mindsets that the people will program themselves with, either through media, through social interaction, or just from a thought that they go, well, hey, this makes me feel good, so I'm going to do it. So being able to substitute it, and we've noticed that with hypnosis, what that actually does, it bypasses the critical factor of the consciousness to create, in the profession, what is known as somnambulism. And that allows us to get deep into the subconscious areas of the mind, to address these issues, and to, lack of a better term, reprogram the system. If we look at our brain and our bodies themselves, we are machines. We're living, breathing, organic machines, which is perfect. I mean, how everything is. So if we can understand how our machine works, and we understand the full potential that it can be at optimal level, well, why not? So there's other modalities. I mean, from yogic practices, doing Reiki alignments, to recalibrate your energetic fields, because we all do have a electromagnetic field that produces off of our bodies, and even to the core issue, the control panel, so to say, which is the mind, and that's where hypnosis would come in. So some people might just want one or the other. An individual who truly wants to shift their lives for the greater accomplishment of whatever they choose. I guess, for a lack of a better term, living as a divine being, then they can utilize all these modalities together as a whole, because they all complement each other.
All right, I love it. Paulo, I'm sorry to say we're running out of time here, but really quick for those listening, if they would like to get in contact with you for your services, how would they go about doing that?
Well, the best way is to find me on the website at www.paulosanto.com. That's PAOLOSANTO.com. Email is info@paulosanto.com, but the best way is just go to the website.
Awesome. Well, Paulo, thank you very, very much for joining me today. It's been an honor and a pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you, Corey. It's been great, and hope to hear from you soon.
I'd like that very much. And that was Paulo Santo from Jacksonville, Florida, with Paulo Santo. Check him out online, www.paulosanto.com, spelled PAOLOSANTO.com. Drop him an email at info@paulosanto.com. This has been Corey Andrew on the Professionals Roundtable, and we will be right back at it with more interesting interviews after a quick commercial break.
All Business Media presents the Professionals Roundtable. Hear what's hot in the professional world. Timely topics to propel your career to the next level. Professionals Roundtable, exclusively on All Business Media.
Okay, Simon, what are you wearing right now?
Nothing.
That's right. And what do people normally wear?
Clothes.
Exactly. So now Mommy's going to teach you how to dress yourself. Clothes keep us warm, they look good, and if we go out without them, the neighbors will talk. So it's important to know how to get dressed. Here's how it's done. Underwear always comes first, name tag at the back, then pants, then shirt. Get the first button in the right hole, or you have to start all over. If you're wearing a tie, it goes over, round, through, and pull tight. Tuck your shirt into your pants and zip up your fly. Socks going first, then shoes, right on right, left on left. With shoelaces, just take the ends, cross them over, switch the loops. The rabbit goes down the hole, pull tight, and you're left with bunny ears.
I love bunnies.
Good to know. Now remember, spots don't go with stripes, socks don't go with sandals, and if you've tucked in your shirt, wear a belt. Got it? Why are your pants on your head?
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But spending just 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush their teeth is easier and could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain. For fun 2-minute videos to watch while brushing, visit 2min2x.org. That's 2min2x.org. A message from the Partnership for Healthy Mouths, Healthy Lives and the Ad Council.